All right, guys. Hi, we're going to take a look at our science lesson, Exploration 2 of Unit 5, Lesson 1. We're going to obviously skip the hands-on activity in your workbook. So you can use your workbook, but I recommend just doing the lesson online. I assigned it to you in HMH Co. And it is here in assignments, and it's called Unit 5, Lesson 1, Exploration 2. And the topic is, what is gravity? Let me go all the way to the top. All right, so I'm going to read it through with you and help you with some of the marks you need to make, and then you can do your own. I also did create a Google Doc for the ones that have to be filled in and answered. So you can take my sentence, fill in the blank. Remember, delete the blank though before you type, and then copy and paste this into the space on HMH Co. Okay, here we go. What is gravity? Why don't people, animals, water, and other objects on Earth float off into space? If Earth is round, how is this possible? So we're going to play around for a minute with some drawings. You're going to use your drawing tools and you're going to take a look at this first picture. So look at the images shown here. The lumberjack is cutting down the tree. Draw what will happen to the tree. Not that tricky, but just to go over it with you, you'll tap on your pencil tool and that's not a great color. Let's try black. Using your pencil tool and some decorating, you're going to show that the tree has fallen down. All right? So when you get to that, you can have some fun taking a minute to draw that. So far we've learned when you cut into something and it's free from its roots and free from its stump, the tree will fall down. Let's think about why. All right, and we're going to do another little experiment here. If a child throws a ball up in the air, use your tools to draw what will happen if he does not catch the ball. So we'll use our drawing tools once again. Let me get a red since that's the color of his ball. And there we go. Not a great circle, but why is this happening? Why did the tree fall? Why did the ball fall? Okay, so this would be the first chance to go to your science doc and think about this first question. I highlighted all the questions from HMH Co in purple, and I gave you your sentence starter here. So feel free to copy this in. I knew this would happen to the tree and the ball because, and fill in your blank and paste it over here. All right, moving on. Don't forget, you can always pause this video and do whatever you need to do, or you can watch this video all the way through and then go back. It's up to you. All right, what do we know about gravity? The tree in the example was certainly affected by gravity. You probably already know and have some ideas about gravity. Let's see what you already know. So why did the tree fall to the ground? Gravity. Gravity is a force that pulls all objects in the universe toward each other. How exactly does gravity work with objects on Earth? Now it's time to practice what we've learned about gravity. So from last week's lesson, we should, and this should have been explained in the hands-on activity, if you're here in our Earth or over here, you're not upside down because of gravity. You're always standing right side up, and it's your view of the world. So yes, some countries are far down and far over on the sphere, but that doesn't mean they're living upside down. To them, because of gravity and because of Earth's shape and because the Earth is rotating, they're not literally living upside down. All right. So we're going to use our drawing tools again to draw some arrows in the direction that the pizza dough would drop if the man who's holding it tosses it in the air and it falls. So we'll take our tools. So if this pizza guy, these colors are terrible. Okay, if this pizza guy is throwing the dough, his dough would go that way. If this pizza guy is drawing his dough and it falls, it would go this way. If this pizza man is flying his dough, it would fall down this way. This pizza guy throws it and it falls, it will fall this way. And if this one goes, it will fall this way. So gravity is going to pull the dough down towards Earth from each person's direction. So it doesn't matter where they're standing, it just is going to fall directly down. Take a minute and draw those in. Don't forget to hit save on those drawings, by the way. All right, time for our doc again. Explain why you drew the arrows the way you did. What do you already know about gravity that made you draw the arrows this way? So we go to that question right here. I drew each arrow going blank. I drew them this way because of blank, which is the force that pulls things back down to Earth. And you can copy and paste that in once you have your 2 words. All right, moving on. Does location affect gravity? People have divided Earth into hemispheres or halves to help explain where things are located on the globe. The northern hemisphere, which is where we live, is the half between the equator and the North Pole. The southern hemisphere is the half between the equator and the South Pole. As you watch the videos below, pay attention to which hemisphere the kids live in. So it's time to watch a video, which I'll let you do on your own. There are a couple videos though. So watch the videos of the children around the world. Which way does the ball drop? So let me turn the voice off. You've got this one, which is Iceland. You've got this one in India, this one in New Zealand, and this one in the US, all over the globe. Some on top, some on the bottom, all over the globe. So please watch all 4 videos, okay? They're short, really short. All right, and then it's time for a multiple choice question. Which maps show places on Earth where gravity pulls things towards Earth's surface? Maybe a trick question. All right, and then we're going to go on to the third fill in the blank. How does gravity affect you? Enter your answer in the space. So from our doc, gravity keeps us and everything from blank away in space. And then, what is meant when someone says that an object falls down? A, it goes in the opposite direction of the sky. B, it falls toward the southern hemisphere. Or C, it falls towards the surface of the Earth. Think about gravity. All right, dropping the ball. We know that no matter where on Earth you are, all things fall towards Earth's surface. But is that where gravity stops? Have you ever dug a hole and dropped something into it? If you have, you know the object will continue to fall down. That's because gravity pulls all matter toward the center of our planet. Watch this video to discover more about gravity. Does the pull of gravity come from Earth's surface or Earth's center? And then answer this question once you finish that video. Which makes things fall? Select the best answer. On Earth, gravity makes things fall blank. And then engineer it. Gravity challenges. Gravity is a force that affects all matter on Earth. People are in situations every day where the force of gravity makes falling a dangerous risk. It also makes lifting things harder. Look at each image to see how people have engineered ways to deal with the effects of gravity. So you've got to see each picture. We've got cranes. They lift heavy objects that would be too heavy for people to move on their own. But remember, they're fighting against gravity because they're pulling it up. We've got climbing the stairs uses a lot of energy if you're working against the force of gravity. Using an elevator makes going up a lot easier. And that's fighting against gravity because gravity wants to pull you down, but you want to go up. Almost all tall buildings have windows. Those windows need to be cleaned. To keep them safe, window washers wear safety harnesses. So the harness helps him fight gravity. When power lines need repairing, the repair person has to get to the power poles. To do this, they are lifted in a basket by a special crane called a cherry picker. Again, this cherry picker is fighting gravity. So you need to list a couple more things that people can use, humans or machines that humans can use to fight against the effects of gravity. So I put 2 examples, an elevator that you saw in the picture, and what about a rocket ship? You can use my 2 examples, but you need to add 3 more for a total of 5 in this space right here. And that brings us to the end of this exploration. You've learned a lot about gravity, how it pulls objects towards the center of Earth. You've also learned that people have engineered mechanisms to deal with the effects of gravity. So your last question is, how might you support the opinion that a rock climber's biggest problem is gravity? So we go to the dock. The rock climber's goal is to go blank, which is away from Earth's ground. But blank is trying to blank him back down. And you can copy and paste once you fill in the blanks. All right, thanks for joining me on Lesson 1, Exploration 2 of Unit 5.